Hello guys and welcome to Draenor. Today we're going to take a look at one of the new kind of big features of Warlords of Draenor, and that is Garrisons. See, as you can see here, this is my Garrison, and this is the Alliance version. I don't play Horde, so I don't really have a Horde version to show you, but this is a fully upgraded, at least the outside part is, and I'll explain how that all works soon. But this is a level 3 Garrison. Now out here you got a couple people, woodcutters, there's a cook who does nothing. People who walk through tables apparently. This is a mole machine. This will be because of a mission, or a quest I should say, that you have to do. Oh, there's an outhouse over here, almost forgot. Very important. Garrisons need these outhouses. Yep. This is a thing you can do. And you walk right out of them. Sorry about that, got a little bit of a cold. I don't know if that was picked up on the mic or not, but hopefully not too bad. So this is the inside of the garrison. Right here is nothing. It's just stones. Over here is a bank. Oh, my mouse keeps doing that. Sorry about that. This is a bank. And, I mean, my stuff doesn't really matter. It's a bank.
Off with ya.
Here are my profession little buildings. So here we got the alchemist. Oh, this is, okay, that's the work order person, and this is the vendor. So, oops. So the way it works with these and that building over there, you bring this guy materials.
Hello.
So at the moment, frost weed, and he will give you these things. Oh god, I got a cough today. And over time, they will make stuff, and they will appear in these little boxes here. And she sells recipes. That's about it. Same goes over here. As you can see, there's a work order going on right here. So this little clock is going. This guy is the guy who sells the recipes, and she does the work orders. You bring her ore, and I will get crystals.
Safe travels.
The reason for this, for anyone who plays a jewel crafter, this used to what you do. You prospect. You would prospect, and well, it does say requires 5 black ore, but if you use it on a stack of 5, which I should have done prior to starting that work order, it says there's no gems found. That's because you have to bring it to this guy, and he turns those ore into gems. You cannot prospect your own anymore. You also do the same thing here. I can turn crystals and true iron ore into those crystals, but only once a day. And Secrets of Draenor jewel crafting, these are used to buy your recipes from these guys, as you can see right there.
Be careful.
Whenever you make a recipe, like I made this pendant, for example, or well, I made this ring, but as examples, you have a chance to learn new recipes. That goes for cooking as well. Whenever you make some crepes, you could learn a new recipe, and it'll just appear in your backpack, and you have to use it like anything else. So that's a little different. So you can't, it's a lot of relying on this waiting. At first, I thought it was like the ore you get from this garrison, like the garrison itself will generate you ore. I thought you couldn't prospect that because I'm not a miner. I am both a jewel crafter and an alchemist, so I gotta buy my ore and plants. But you can't prospect it, and I assumed it was because the garrison provides the ore and you can't prospect that, or you have to go through the building. But I went to the auction house and I couldn't prospect that ore either, which people would have mined themselves out in the world. So you have to go through the normal method of doing this doesn't work. Even though it says requires 5, it won't work when you have 5. So, sorry, I passed. This is the griffin right there. I mean, that's kind of obvious. This is a trade outpost. You bring
Hello.
fireweed, and he makes garrison resources. Actually, I should do that because I haven't done that all day. You get 12 work orders a day. That will increase as you upgrade each building. And yeah, cooldown 3 hours. So you can bring more to him. Damn camera. It's very finicky today. You can bring more to him in 3 hours. Over here is the herb garden. I bring this guy seeds, which it won't show because he's already doing it for me, so I can't do that now. You bring him seeds that you acquire from this garden. These pots here will have plants in them, and these are the seeds right here. And you also get actual plants, like the ones I just gave to the trade outpost, and ones I would use in alchemy up here. By the way, these Secrets of Draenor are on a 24-hour reset, or like it resets daily. We've seen that before for anyone who plays. Wow. Over here, past the wall, is your mine. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is a level 2 mine, so there's 2 separate mine shafts down here. Once a day, this area will reset and it'll be filled with ore. Usually about, I would guess, maybe 10 or 11 nodes that, each contain a couple pieces of ore. Also, you'll find carts randomly in level 2 mines that contain... Do I have any on me? Oh, here we go. Miner's Coffee increases the run speed for 20% for 10 minutes. Only works in the mine. So if I drink this, I'm a little bit faster in here. Not by much, but it's nice. You don't use it in here, so like there's no point in saving them. There's also, although I don't seem to see one, miners. No, apparently I used it or I got rid of it. Oh no, they expire, right? Do they? Maybe the picks do. Either way, there's the same thing, but they increase your mining speed by 20%. Not a big deal, but it's nice when you're trying to get through something. Here are some dungeon training dummies. It's kind of cool that you got a healing dummy, a damage, or a what's like a mage, and then a warrior type of dummy. Oop. Something's going on with the camera. I'm not quite sure what it is. Here is a merchant. She just sells like random stuff. As usual. Up here is your Tower of War. A weird name, but there's a portal to Ashran, or however you pronounce that, which is kind of like the city of this expansion. Over here is your fishing hut, I believe it's called. You can fish from here. There's not a murloc, a gnome swimming. And here's our fishing trainer. He gives you a daily once a day, which I have up here, which gives you a nice 15 skill to your fishing, 15 gold, and a little pack of like garbage, like water walking potion, which is useless for a death knight. And that will involve you to go to one zone per day and fish whatever that fish is. And you get little things like this. I can go into more about fishing in another video. So I'm up here because we don't have all day. They did change fishing a little bit in this expansion, which is what I mean. I'll go over it in another video. We'll see. Here is just the barracks. I believe this is level 2 or 3. I think it might be 3. And this doesn't really do anything as it sits here, but I'll explain what it does shortly. This person here sometimes gives you quests, or a quest. This board also gives you like a quest. I think I'm currently on their quest, so like I haven't seen any more. Over here is the stables. These will show your mounts that you have in your mount journal. All the, it'll pick some of these throughout the day and just have them sitting here eating hay. Although it's kind of weird because you'll get a mount like the flying machine, and that's sitting here like next to a pile of hay, eating it, because it basically sits there like any other animal. Or this red cloud actually. This cloud effect, while it sits here, it's huge. It covers like half of this open area you see here. But you don't get to choose the mounts. They kind of just randomly go in here. These two people have quests for you. They'll start off with you going out into the wild and getting, as it says here, a boar or whatever it is. You have to chase it while on your own mount. You throw it, I guess a lasso would be a better term. Not a leash, but same idea. And they will just run randomly around. They have a kind of a preset path, but it acts pretty randomly. And you got to follow it with your mount for the duration, then it becomes your mount for these quests. I can actually pick one up and show you the mount training, but they added mounted combat for these mounts. So you go out and kill special enemies, and you ride them and fight with them. They are for, let me see, player versus player, professions, garrisons, buildings. So this, where? Oh, here we go, Stable Master. Nope, not that one. This one? No. This one? This one, Master of Mounts. Fully train all 6 mounts at your stables. So, although these are all done, I can still get them each week. I'm still waiting to get the wolf one fully finished. And that'll give you a level 3 blueprint. I have no idea what happens when you're done this. I think you're allowed to ride these like whenever you want as special mounts. Currently you can only do it while on mission, and they're kind of slow. The River Beast and Clefhoof are big, kind of like Kodos. Oh, damn camera. But they're really slow. Up here is the Gladiator Sanctum, I want to say? Yes. Now this is your PvP building. Just like the other buildings, you have work orders. You bring this guy bones, broken bones. Every set of 10 counts as a tribute. You get these bones from killing players in world PvP. Battlegrounds do not count, but the Ashram PvP area thing, I don't know what they call it, that will give you bones. That's a good way to get those bones. You bring them here and you give them to him, or to this pile of bones. When the work order is done, just like the other ones, instead of being like, oh, here's some crystals or whatever, or here's some ore, it will give you gear. There'll be a pile of money here on this little circle that can contain money, honor, or even PvP gear. Like the gear I'm wearing now, I believe I got the belt this morning from Tributes last night. It's not as good as the gear from the PvP vendor itself, but it's better than my previous belt I got, during questing or whatever. The more bones you bring them before clicking on the pile, I've heard you get better gear. It's very similar to the boxes you get from PvP, these strong boxes that rate in different levels. The more tributes you bring them can equivalent to like a gold box, as they call it, and can even contain conquest gear if you're really lucky. They also have this Nemesis system, which I've only just started. You pick a race. I'm a lion, so all the horde races are here, as you can see around here. I chose Undead first. You burn the statue, and you get a quest. Nemesis, Becoming Death, and you must kill an undead in world PvP and take its heart, Forsaken Heart, and bring it to this guy. And this is supposed to be a quest line. I believe there's an achievement for each of these races. I think I just saw them here, actually. Yeah, Nemesis, of all the different races. The final building, or second final building, I should say, is that little building over there is the Battle Pets building. I don't do pet battling. So this quest, for example, requires you to kill some of the critters that are within your garrison, but they're level 25. My highest battle pet is like 11 or... I got 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't do it very much. So I can't do that quest. Kind of annoying that I can't, like, get rid of it. It's just there. Primal Trainer. You'll get these from work orders randomly. And you can trade them in for... War Paint. For various ingredients. I actually need some of this. Good thing I looked here, because now I know where to get it.
Have a good one.
The final building is this building right here. This is your main garrison building. Got an innkeeper here who
What's on your mind?
does not actually act as an innkeeper, but sells various items along with the normal innkeeper items.
Keep your feet on the ground.
So this is the level 3 garrison. This building will change with the rest of your garrison. It counts as like your headquarters. So there's a lot in this building. I guess we'll start over here. These are missions you can pick once a day. Obviously the blue exclamation mark. So I can do this quest. The one on the left is usually a solo quest. I go out and I do whatever it is. It's usually some big, kind of like a scenario, or I don't know what else you'd call it, but you go there and it has a bar that will appear over these quest objectives, and as you do things in that area, like kill mobs, destroy things, that bar will fill. When it's filled, mission complete, you get 800 crystals. The one on the right, more crystals, but it's also harder. Usually it says to bring friends. This one doesn't seem to be saying that, but it's always worth 1,000. Oh no, this is PvP this time. If it's non-PvP, it will say bring friends, because you're fighting elites or what have you. Here is the blueprints. So this is the map of the garrison. Now, this is all the buildings I showed you. The mine, the fishing, the trade post. These can be changed. The barracks, on the other hand, you cannot. And I'll explain what that does shortly. And you got your town hall. Yeah, level 3, as you can see here. So this plot of land where the gladiator sanctum is medium. I could have picked any of these. Each of them have different stats. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can kind of look them up yourself. And a lot of it's personal, what you want out of the game, how you play the game. I do a lot of PvP, so the Gladiator Sanctum made sense for me. Things like the pet battle area, the fishing lodge, the mine, those are, and the herb garden. These are mandatory. You get them at level 2. You get them at level 2 garrisons, and they have to be there. But this building, where the storehouse is, all of these I'm clicking on are, except for the barracks, are choice. And you got different plot sizes in different buildings. Small is just professions, so I have gems and alchemy. The storehouse also counts, that's just your bank. Medium, you got a couple other ones, and then large. Large, you only get one plot of your choice, I believe. No, you get 2, because you get the stables. The barracks you don't get to choose from. Now the reason the barracks doesn't get to choose from, it has your followers in it. Followers are NPCs you found along the way while questing, which appear here. Yeah, there's a huge list of them, including ones I don't have. They have different requirements to get them. Some of them are just go through a quest chain. This guy, for example, you have to find pieces of his fishing rod. And once you find them all, you can find him and he'll join your garrison. They all have these traits here. This guy counters. Threat counter. So you send people on missions. This will reward bonus follower XP. As all of these do at the moment, because I have nothing worth getting. But this one, it's only a 1 hour. So, timed battle and threat counter. Well, if we send this guy here who has a threat counter, he will fight this guy, and there's a 75% chance he'll win. Now we can throw whoever. Let's throw someone who's not max level. So 79%, these 2 people will be able to fight these 2 people. Take an hour. If they lose, they will still get the 1,000 XP. If they win, they'll get 1,500 on top of that. And it uses these garrison resources you have here to send them out. When they're done, you can come back here and claim the rewards. As you can see here, these missions are currently going on for various rewards. Here you can also track your work orders for your various buildings. So you have to have the barracks for that reason. You can't not have it, although I wish I could get rid of it. But you need it for your followers. They become very crucial. You make a lot of gold per day by sending them on missions that have gold rewards. Usually it's about 50 gold. Sometimes you find rare missions that reward 500 gold, which are nice. But these are the garrisons. You start off with a small little circle area, but eventually you build to this big fortress to call your own. And you won't see other players here. It's all phased to your personal choices. You also receive this garrison hearthstone that shares a separate cooldown from your actual hearthstone, which is why the innkeeper doesn't work. So one last thing I'll show you is this bear trending, just because it's kind of interesting and relative to the garrison, and that's how match combat works. Alright, so we're back here. Oh, dropped some frames there. Oh, I'm really dropping frames. Okay, it seems to be studied out. So, as you can see here, this is the moth that we have to kill. And that guy's actually going to go do it, and I will join him. This is the boar, very slow. So, it's not much of anything. Well, you're on there, the boar will attack a little bit, but you're still mainly doing the damage. Oh, and got a dungeon key right away. That's kind of an unfortunate time to do so, but you just get off your... It's kind of like a vehicle. I don't know what's going on with the frame rate, so hopefully this is somewhat watchable. But that's basically mounted combat. You just mount up and you fight them. If you're near someone and you're on your mount while they kill it, you will also get the credit. You don't have to actually participate at all. But that's Garrisons, everybody. Until next time.